Can you win on a 57%? Can it be done? It can't be. Fucking sadness. Oh, there's so many men there. Go south. Beat that instead. Because then you'll finish the siege and come south yourself. Man, we'd have pieced out there if he'd won that siege. I know what you're doing. I'm going after you. Yes, please die. Thank you. And I captured a feller. Lovely stuff. Alright, you love to see it. You bugger off. That's good. I can siege this before you get to Ashur. And it will be victory for me and mine. They should all be sieged now, right? Why is this not being sieged? It is, okay. I mean, that's peace now, isn't it? That's peace. What is my mission? I need 2 rivers. That's a lot of land. I didn't even need these 2 bits. Do I need that final bit at the bottom? No. Okay, that's the piece then. And godly swathe of territory. I could though, couldn't I? Oh, it's so tempting! It's so tempting! I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It's mine. It's mine. It was mine. It is mine. Let's go. Metropolis of Seleucia Megala has finally fallen to our troops and is now in our hand. Seleucia Megala was settled by Seleucus Nicator and as his new capital city. Aren't we a Nicator right now? No, our dad was a Nicator. Yeah. Lying at the very center of his enormous empire, standing at the banks of the Tigris and close to one of the canals from the Euphrates, it truly is at the crossroads of all the most important trade routes in the region. As a home for a large number of Greeks and Macedonians, it has played an important role in Hellenizing Mesopotamia, in many ways being quite similar to the Seleucid Empire itself. With the new city under our control, our men and advisors wonder how we should treat our old enemy. There have been people asking for us to sack the city to the ground, blah 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 blah. Hey, Sir Proxalot, thank you very much for the sub, dude. Yo, indeed. 4 months now, nice. I would argue that Seleucia Megala is probably full of Macedonians. It's not. It's barely up there. There's a lot of Babylonians here. I'm still gonna keep it. I'm still gonna keep it unfucked with. Metropolis of Babylon has fallen to us as well. Babylon was built by the Euphrates and was an important city-state and kingdom, being one of the major players of the regional politics of Mesopotamia. With the fall of its independence, it has become one of the more important cities of the Persian Empire, and later on, one of the key cities of Alexander the Great. The very same also fell ill and died in Babylon, beginning the shattering of his own short-lived empire. Yeah, I'll just make everyone happy again. Babylon will remain untouched. BEA motherfucking beautiful. Right, 2 rivers. In centuries past, the fertile lands of Mesopotamia have often been the core of rising empires. As part of our imperial project, we must assert our authority over the entire region between and around the Euphrates and the Tigris. During the last decades, Mesopotamia has been the battleground of empires, torn apart by conflicts between Achaemenids, Assyrians, Macedonians, and Seleucids. The once great network of royal roads and great irrigation systems has been under constant threat by brigands and lack of maintenance. Earning the trust of the people here will require seeing to their immediate quality of life. Our officers tell us there are local structures already in place that could most likely handle the restoration of the Mesopotamian infrastructure quite well, if we put our power and influence behind them. The arrival of Demachus Antigonid and our armies is an opportunity to return the region to days past, though such a project is likely to put great strain on the royal coffers. I will make a satrapy. Yeah, we're gonna make a satrapy because they're cool. That's annoying. Why did Susa not go with you? Alright, whatever. An imperial capital. Base resource protection +3. What do I make in Pella? I make wine. Alrighty then. Cosmopolitan realm like ours is truly great metropolis, one that is the marvel of the world which it is destined to rule. We must embellish Pella and furnish it with great works to truly illustrate the character of our imperial project. While it was not without its price, there are now few places in the world that can measure up to Pella. With its monumental architecture, it truly is the capital of a universal empire, not just the seat of a royal dynasty. The growing imperial bureaucracy and ever-increasing ranks of nobility have given the city an increasingly cosmopolitan character. One sign of this is the particular dialect of the city, known as Macedonian proper, which seems to be made up of an ever-increasing number of words and phrases from various languages of the empire. Having received their education and titles here, there will soon be administrators all over the empire that will have this imperial language in common. Damn right, that sounds cool. Yeah. So, Granary of the Mediterranean. It's no wonder that many philosophers describe utopia as a state where you are free of the burden of work and want for nothing. The USSR national anthem playing in the background, why not? Ensuring lasting access to grain for all the cities of the Greek mainland as well as Pella and the various other parts of the empire is essential to create a new era of peace and prosperity. Reoccurring food riots, famine, and starvation currently stand in the way of social progress, urbanization, and commercialization. We must free our subjects from these threats so that they may enter a new golden era of prosperity and abundance. Yee. Years of conflict have left fields fallow and roads open to brigands and robber barons. From Mesopotamia to Egypt, there are calls for a police force to protect Macedonian farmers and the roads that are used to bring their produce to the needy. Skariska has presented us with a plan to build up such a force separate from the army, tasked only with upholding the imperial peace, enabling free travel and protecting those who work the land. Yeah, well, all cops are bastards, though, right? Isn't that the new thing? This Antigonid guy, though, controls the greatest grain-producing regions in the world. There's no reason our subjects should ever need to go hungry if we can only protect those who grow and transport the food within the Macedonian Empire. So, do I want a rural police force for taxes, pop happiness, and legion maintenance cost? That's only for 300 months, so who gives a fucking shit? Like, seriously, who cares? This option does not significantly improve the availability of food. I mean, I'm gonna go with this one. If it was like a permanent buff, make the buff weaker, but make it permanent. Like, we're getting a permanent police force in our entire empire, but we get a buff only for 300 months. Like, why? Like, why? Big whiff. Big whiff. We've also got the Conquest of Persia to go. Oh my god, that is a fucking task. Damn, son. Okay, to the ends of the world, I need to get the Panoply. Which means I need... Where is it? Here. I need Bactra. I need to get up here. I hate when PDX gives temporary buffs for big missions. Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't really find them to be that engaging. Let's make you happy. Yeah, we did make Babylon a satrap, so Mesopotamia is our satrap. I'm going to give this to him. Makes more sense for him to have it. We'll also disband the levies. Look at this, 4.6. We're going to turn that into 142. I don't know what I want here. I'm trying to go for companion cavalry. Actually, I do want to get to the Levantine group, right? Because we already have a Levantine culture. I mean, Persian can go to Levantine, right? That's Indian. There, that's 2 jumps away. Let's get the levy size multiplier. Over here, what we're going to do is administrate. Susiana is a subject. You can go here. One of the big challenges our empire faces in terms of providing food to our great cities is the task of transporting it from one place to another. Much of the time this involves loading considerable quantities onto ships that then travel down rivers, across oceans, even along canals, where it needs to go. We received an offer who says it's willing to ensure there will always be ships ready to take these missions, as long as we're willing to guarantee that his kin are paid regularly for his service. Sure. Let's just make everyone... I assume at the end of this there's going to be a big, like, bonus to stuff. Maybe. We'll see. Kind of wish Sparta had its own traditions. Yeah, that would be nice. Just more traditions in general would be cool. Traditions are fun. You are... Oh, wow, you can go now to 77? Fuck me, that's glorious. Oh, for fuck... whatever. Yeah, money is no object. We'll just keep doing that. Am I going to conquer up to the Caucasus? The Caucasus Mountains? Yes, I will. Oh, I love that flag. That's glorious. How is my empire looking? Sexy as hell. After many wars of the successors, there are abandoned fields and farmsteads throughout our empire. If we want these to be put back in use, we must ensure that those with the right skills reclaim the land. Neoptolemus Alexander suggested we could hand out this land to the great families of our country in exchange for the promise that they will use their fortunes to quickly reclaim abandoned farmland, creating great and efficient slave latifundia throughout our empire. Albinus Vivandid, on the other hand, argued that we should give the land for free to veterans of the Great War so that their soldiers may have a future and small-scale farmers in the land which they fought for. Soldiers do not make for good farmers. Like, that's just objectively stupid and wrong. Like, pop growth is good. 10 years, let's get the loyalty. Conquer up to the Caucasus, we must nourish our new soil with the blood of our enemies, for this is pleasing to the gods. Damn right it is. Susian is like, but you just set me free, why are you now conquering me? Because, my dude, I want to. I might need to wait until it's transferred to Mesopotamia. Lovely. Right. The plan now is to march upon Egypt once more. How you doing with them roads? Oh, it's looking sexy as hell. I think what I want is a road that goes to here. I suppose a road there is fine. Do we need a road through here? Probably not. How about up here? How are we doing? There you go. You got a job to do. Yeah, Egypt's got to die now because I need Alexander's shrine, and we also have a truce with the Seleucids. We can probably revoke the guarantee on Scythia now as well. Could I act a little bit more dignified? Sure, the next one will be. That was an event to make the civil war easier, by the way. Ah, well, fuck. There's no truce when releasing subjects? No. They should add more vassal interaction stuff in E4, giving land, seizing land, religion stuff. You can give and seize land. Oh, like in E4. Yeah, I mean, you can sell them the land for free, which is basically the same. But to do that, I'd have to do every individual one at a time over many months. And that just... fuck that. Basically, is my answer to that one. See, I'm fine with him owning land. I wish his land was cut off at this river, so that I would have a border going here. Because now I've got two fucking names, and I don't like it. It's clear that our efforts to ensure the food is easily accessible throughout the Empire has borne fruit. In great cities, there are now a central supply of grain as well as a steady stream of protected food caravans. There's also an increasing number of people who have become very rich from this business, investors who are now reaping the rewards of what our farmers have sowed. Quite a contrast to the poor streets of Pella, who own no land, no special skills, but who might still have debts and inescapable commitments. They still now both hunger and no poverty. Everyone's fine. Shush, it's good. That's just way better. Lose 600 food everywhere. But 30 loyalty everywhere is sexy as hell. Our grain stores will supply the poor. Damn right they will. So we can now do Basilica Ierne. Oh. Oh, quite and also indeed. Has Rome kicked Carthage in the teeth yet? No. A little bit. Carthage used to own a bit of this. Can I take provinces from subjects? No. No, not really. No, unfortunately not. Which is the big sad. For sure, it is indeed the big sad. You know how EU4 has a thing where if you've got only one sea tile blocking your way, the fucking name on the map will still cross it? I want that for Imperator. Because, look, I want to go jump from here to here. There's only one sea tile in the way. And I want my name to be big and sexy, goddammit. So who the fuck is Marmarica? A rebellion against Egypt. Is Egypt allied with Cyrenaica? No. Marmarica is just being murdered by Cyrenaica. That's fine by me. We can murder Cyrenaica later. Let's go with commerce income. And we don't need money. Integrated culture happiness. Makes more sense. Stabilité. Integrated culture happiness. My cultures should be, like, real happy right now. 75% is fucking huge. We could consider integrating someone. I mean, 75% on the Cappadocians as well. Although I will say, they've got a lot of nobles. Like, 59 Cappadocian nobles is not a small amount. Same with the Phrygians, actually. Like, both of these could do with being upgraded to noble status. I think that's fine. Also, we'll go around and build some more libraries. Anywhere that doesn't have one, like we were doing before. Everywhere wants at least one library. I love that you can now see it has a library because it's got a dashed line on it. That was hard to see that it was being built. Everyone will read of my glory. Learn to read, you shits. I just spent 5 grand on library. What does the library do in game? So let's see here. I'll have to click on an actual city first. The library gives you research points, civilization level, and pop conversion speed. And considering a lot of this land is, I thought it wasn't Hellenic anymore. Or yet. Oh wait, there we go. There's still a lot of Sibyllines around here that I want to fix. Over here especially there's also Canaanites that I want to fix. Before we did that big works project before, this was very heavily Sibylline. It's changed recently. Quite nice as well. But still, that's like 65% Sibylline. It's still, 35%. Sorry, it's 35% Sibylline, is what I should say. So it's good to have it. Civil War is quite harsh. It takes more than half your pops and territories. Does it take your legions? Do your vassals join you in said civil war? Because if they do, I kind of feel like it might be a bit more simple. Just trust Mesopotamia to fix shit for us. Check culture. Yeah, there's still issues with culture. I ain't gonna downplay that. I wonder, is there a culture building? I'm just randomly clicking to try and find a thing. Yeah, I should build marketplaces everywhere when I've got a bit more money again. I think I do want to do a war against Egypt first. Thankfully, we didn't lose enough money for you to stop your road building project. You keep the legions and subjects. At least I kept Bactria when I did it with Seleucids. Okay. Your legions do disappear if you lose their full regions, and your vassals have possibility of joining it. So I need to make sure I don't lose Macedonia and Greece. Other than that, I'm fine. This is... Where is the engineer corps from? Raising Hephaestia. That's Thrace, okay. So we've got basically 3 legions right now. Thrace, Macedon, and Greece. As long as we don't lose them, we're cool. I don't think that's too terrible. But anyway, let us march. So ideally what we need to do is sack the Pachora. Unfortunately, I cannot do it with a legion. I'm going to have to do it with a levy. Else I will get Empire on one of my legions and, well, let's just say that kind of fucking sucks. It's like negative 10% morale, if I remember rightly. It's a bit of a bitch. But it shouldn't be too difficult to just raise a legion, be alright. Cyrenaica taking on this little bit of Egypt is actually helpful for me as well. If you annex Cyrenaica, take it for yourself. Why though? I mean, like, what? Why? Why would I take it? Was Cyrenaica part of Alexander's empire? I don't believe so. Anyway, Egypt, time for you to get Lefucht. We'll raise a single levy to start with of 3,000. We need to protect this motherfucker all the way down the Nile to Pecora. Like, that is a trek. That is an actual trek. Have I got any fun Legion honors? I've got shit tons. I don't know how many there are in the game, but Basilica Taxis has 11 of them. And I love Legion honors. I think it's such an amazing system. Unfortunately, we got Trepida for our second Legion, which sucks. That really sucks. It's so bad. Negative 15 morale permanently because I lost one battle is just, it's pure filth, really, isn't it? I think it was directly part of it, not a satrapy because it was Greek. I mean, wasn't it Greek because of Alexander, though? Like, he put a Greek in charge of it.